There's a very famous quote by Reformed Calvinist theologian B.B. Warfield, who said that the Protestant Reformation was the triumph of Augustine's soteriology over his ecclesiology. What this quote means is that B.B. Warfield admits that the doctrines of the church and church authority held by St. Augustine were in fact very Catholic. But B.B. Warfield believed that the Protestant Reformation recovered, taught, and preached the doctrines of salvation, justification, election, and regeneration according to that of St. Augustine. But was B.B. Warfield correct? Did St. Augustine have more of a Protestant view of soteriology, or did he actually have a Catholic view of soteriology? St. Augustine himself says this: "Let us now examine the matter that must be removed from the hearts of the faithful, so that they do not lose their salvation through false security, believing that faith alone suffices for obtaining it, while neglecting to live righteously and to follow the path of God through good works." See, St. Augustine believed that all of the elect will be saved. So does John Calvin, so does Thomas Aquinas. The difference is that while John Calvin taught that all of those who are born again and justified will persevere to the end, St. Augustine, like the Catholic Church, teaches that there are people who are born again and justified who actually fall away from grace, either by disbelief or by turning from walking according to the Spirit. Now, St. Augustine is very clear here that he does not want people who are faithful, people who are saved, to actually fall away because they have been taught some false security that no matter what they do, they can never lose their salvation. He doesn't want them to rely on a false understanding of justification by faith alone that teaches that it's enough just to trust in God for your salvation and that you do not actually have to walk with Him. Now, Calvinism does not teach easy believism. I admit that. But we must understand that when it comes to the idea of persevering grace, Augustine differed from Calvinism. Augustine believed that there were those people who were saved and regenerate and justified who could lose their salvation. Calvin taught that justification is only the imputed forgiveness of Christ's righteousness. St. Augustine, like the Catholic Church, teaches that justification is not only the forgiveness of sins, but that it actually makes man just. So I think that B.B. Warfield, while he admits that Augustine was very Catholic in his ecclesiology, must admit that Augustine was very Catholic in his soteriology.